Good morning, ma'am. This is Parth Arora, roll number 029, and the topics allotted to me were binary multiplication and array multiplier. Let's start with binary multiplication. Multiplication of binary numbers is performed in pretty much the same way as we do long multiplication in decimal system. That is, we start off with the least significant bit of the multiplier and multiply it with all the bits of multiplicand to obtain the first partial product, and then we do this for the subsequent bits of the multiplier. With each subsequent bit we shift the partial product one bit to the left to adjust the weight factor, and then to obtain the resultant product we sum all these partial products to get our final product. As we can see in this example here we are having um, 1010, that is 10 in decimal, as our first multiplicand, and 1011, that is 11 in decimal, as a multiplier. We're obtaining four partial products and then summing them to obtain our resultant product, and while obtaining partial products we are considering the weight factor by shifting each subsequent partial product one bit to the left. Now let's move on to binary multiplier. Any combinational circuit that is used to perform the multiplication of binary numbers is a binary multiplier. Few microprocessors like the 6502 and 8085 use software multiplication, that is, multiplication done with just addition instructions. For example, if I say 12 multiplied by 5, then this can be interpreted as 12 added 5 times. A microprocessor like this can be constructed by just using addition instructions and a loop control structure. But this process is not very efficient. Uh, to get a bit more efficient process, we use techniques in algorithm that obtain product of two binary numbers in a similar way as we obtain product of two decimal numbers. That is, we first compute a set of partial products and then sum these products together to obtain a resultant product. And one thing to consider and remember is that if we multiply a number with a j bit multiplier number and k bit multiplicand number, then we will need at least j plus k bits to store our resultant product. Now let's see how we can construct a 2-bit binary multiplier. To understand how we can construct this, we will first observe the behavior we get when we multiply 2-bit binary numbers manually using long multiplication. Here I am taking multiplicand as b is equal to b1 b0, where b1 and b0 are its bits at position 1 and 0 respectively, and multiplier as a is equal to a1 a0, the same conventions of naming. Here we can see, here if I assume that my product will be equal to c3 c2 c1 c0, then c0 can be directly obtained as a0 b0, and c1 you can see will be the sum of A0 B1 and A1 B0. To obtain the C1, we will use half adder, which will in return give us sum and carry outputs. C1 will be equal to sum output, which is clear from the image, and carry output will be added to the next significant bit, that is C2. C2 will be equal to the sum output of A1 plus A1 B1 plus carry from the last significant bit, and so on. Now, now we can observe that we implemented the same behavior in our structure here. Here we have first obtained all the four multiplicative terms using the AND gate, that is A0 B1, A0 B0, A1 B1 and A1 B0. Then we obtained C0 directly as A0 B0, and we have passed A0 B1 and A1 B0 to a half adder gate here, and its sum output has been stored here as in C1, and its carry output has been given to the next gate, next half adder structure here, with A1 B1 as its other input, which will give us the remaining two outputs. So we can see we've implemented the same logic which we do manually. Nothing fancy here. Now, now we will study about array multiplier. Array multipliers are an efficient digital combinational circuit to compute binary multiplication. Array multiplier is very well known due to its regular structure. Its regular structure is a big advantage, as due to its regular structure, it is very easy to construct, it is very easy to scale to larger order or dimensions, it is very easy to follow routes. Basically, its regular structures provide it with many advantages. But as we will soon see, it have its own share of disadvantages as well. In this method, um, we produce partial sum at each layer as we did before, and to obtain the final result, we obtain the commutative sum of each position of all the layers. Advantages of array multiplier are it is it is very easy to understand, thus minimum complexity. It can be easily scaled to more bits. For instance, it can be easily scaled to construct 64 into 64 bit binary multiplier. It have a regular shape. It is easier to route and place if you are having bugs. The its structure provides it with its own share of disadvantages like high power consumption. And since it have many digital gates, it results in a very large chip area, which is certainly a very big disadvantage. Now we will finally see how we can construct 4 into 4 array multiplier. 4 into 4 array multiplier have a regular structure as is in the all array multipliers. It have these block-like structures aligned both vertically and horizontally. Each block-like structure is explained in detail right here. This block structure have a full adder beneath it and an AND gate. It takes 4 input and gives 4 outputs. Its 4 inputs are Mj, that is jth bit of the multiplicand, Qj, that is jth bit of its multiplier, and a carry input, that is a carry output from the last position in the same layer. and it have this one input from here. It will be used to obtain commutative sum between different layers. That is, if we are adding, let's say, second position of the first layer and second position of the second layer, then we will use this input sign, and it will have four outputs. These will be, first is sum. It will be sum output of the full ladder, and then there is carry output of the full ladder, which will be used to pass on to the next box in the same layer, and then there is qj output. It is to pass multiplier jth bit to the next box in the same layer, and then there is mj output, that is to pass jth bit of the multiplicand to the next layer. Here we can observe that in the same layer, a multiplier bit is same and multiplicand bits are all different. Similarly, if we see a box in a diagonal way like this, will observe that multiplicand bit is same, but multiplier bits are all different. This is due to the structure of mj and qj output in each box. Now initially we will pass q1 in the first layer and 0 as the carry for this box, because before this there is no box, no carry. Then this box will process this input here being 0, q1, m1 and 0 from the above, which should be here. Its output will be q1 here and carry input from this box will be passed onto the next box. Then this will also give output as q1 to this box and carry input from this box. In the same while, each box is having input as m2, m3 and m4 too. In the first layer, this box sum is not needed to pass to any other box in any different layer, thus will directly produce output here. It will be the least significant bit of the product. The same process will be continued in all the boxes, in all the layers. And thus, after computing commutative sum of all the blocks in a position or weak vector, we will eventually get a resultant product, which will be denoted by these results. Here we can see that assuming our result is product p is equal to p8, p7 till p1, since our output will have 8 bits, we will get p1 from here, p2 from here and p3 from here and so on. And thus this is the process used by array multiplier to efficiently calculate products. In array multiplier, and we could also use k-bit adder to add, where k is the number of bits of multiplicands. Thus, instead of adding bit of each position individually, we could simply add these 3 bits and these 4 bits using a 4-bit adder, but that would make it more slow, because in that way the process will both be sequential and vertical and horizontal. Thus it will increase the delay time. That's why we calculate that is why we calculate commutative sum of each position or bit factor individually to reduce the delay time, which will be induced if we will use a k-bit adder, where k is the number of bits in the multiplicands. And thank you. This was all for array multiplier and binary multiplication. Thank you and have a nice day.